Hey, I'm Tyron with WeAuto Detailing, and today we're here from Atlanta in the metro Atlanta area. And today I'm going to tell you how I got into a fight with one of my detailing customers. But I would like to know, is it my fault? Please leave it in the comments below. So this customer reached out on Google. They also called us from our call center and they booked an appointment directly with our call center staff. So when I got there, I went ahead and went through the process to get the details started. We did a walkthrough of the vehicle, and after the walkthrough, I went ahead and got started. So when I first got there, I did notice that he was questioning my process a little bit, and he also asked me about an extractor, and he mentioned that the lady possibly mentioned that we have a method or extractor to detail his car with. However, I did confirm to him that we don't have an extractor and we do have a method that we use to shampoo the car, and I also showed him the actual chemical that I use that was a mold control, and it prevents and removes mold from their car. So I explained to him that I didn't have an extractor, and I also showed him that mold chemical that I had so that he can know before I get started on the detail. He wasn't happy because he was expecting that extractor, but he also allowed me to get the job done and do the job, and he watched me do the whole job. So I believe and I felt that we was on the same page when it came to me getting the job done. So he was there the whole time. He was coming in and out a little bit, but for the majority of the time he was outside on his patio, walking in and out, just checking in, and then he did leave for a short period of time and he came back as well. So he was like more of a consistently checking in type of client. For me, when I know that they're like watching my skills and they kind of like watching me, then it's more so like annoying. But when they're just like watching in the sense of they genuinely interested in the process, then it's happy, and I enjoy that because I'm able to help the customers, and if they want to talk, I can talk to them while I'm working and things like that. So after the detail, he even gave me a light because it was going into the nighttime. So after the detail, as I maybe 5 or 10 minutes before I finished, he brought a light out so I can do my final walkthrough. I went through the detail. He seems to be happy. He couldn't 100% tell, so I even told him that if he needs me to come back out, I'll be more than happy to come back out if everything doesn't look the way it's supposed to look the next day. After the detail, I left. He was happy. He paid. Everything was done. He never reached out for me to come back for that detail to fix anything. But I reached out to him because as a business owner, you want to always reach out to your past customers and ask them for reviews. So I would say maybe 2 to 3 weeks later, maybe a little bit sooner, I reached out, asked him for a review. He texted back and let me know that he was not happy. So I texted him back, and we was able to coordinate a time for me to come back to see what was going on and figure it out. I mean, after 2 to 3 weeks, the step for me to come back and fix the issue is kind of overdue at that point, but I still wanted to come back out to try to earn that 5-star review. After the first detail, I gave him an instruction. The instruction was basically, because of the mold and mildew you have, and the car was sitting for so long for that mold and mildew to build up in there, that he needed to keep his windows cracked for a short period of time. He want to make sure he's running the AC once he get in the car over the next couple of days. He also needs to be like driving the vehicle, but he wasn't driving the vehicle. The car was sitting there at his location the whole time. He didn't drive the car at all. So when I got back, you can tell that the car hadn't been driven. It was sitting, and also it's the winter, so because of that, it's no sun outside, so that moisture is just sucking up in the car, and that's why the mold came back. So I think I sensed that he was frustrated when I got there, but I approached him with a sympathetic view. So When I got there, I was asking him to show me what's going on. Let me take a look at it. I saw what was going on. I was familiar with what happens if you leave the mold and it doesn't dry correctly and you don't drive the car. So I already kind of know what to expect. So once I observed what happened to the vehicle and why he wasn't happy with it, I explained to him that I can fix it. But the first thing he said was, if you don't got no extractor, if you ain't gonna do it right, then do not. I don't want you to touch my car. I explained to him that, sir, I can fix the issue, but I also started asking him questions like, have you driven the car since I've been gone? Has it been in the same spot? Did you wind down the windows? He was like, no, you gave me all those instructions and I don't want to do anything once I got my car done. You know, I paid $500 and I expect it to be completely done. No problem. I don't want to do anything. So as he was explaining that to me, I was very understanding. I apologized and I showed sympathetic to the fact that that's what he was expecting. So I let him know that I can fix the issue and I was about to get started. But as I got started, he started to get aggressive and he continued to like almost curse me out. So once he did that, I explained to him that I've been sympathetic. I understand your concern, but because of the way that you communicate with me, I would accept the bad review and I'm going to just leave because you're not showing me respect. So as I was leaving, he were trying to prevent me from leaving. What I mean by that was, as I was walking away, he was telling me, so what are we going to do now? I let him know that because of the way you're communicating, I'm going to go ahead and leave. You can leave whatever type of review that you want to leave. However, he said, no, this is not about to happen. We're going to settle this right now. So I told him that either you're going to let me leave or we can call the police and they can show you the appropriate way to handle this situation, because this is not the appropriate way. After I explained that to him, he said, okay, we can call the police. However, I can tell by his demeanor that he was not feeling that. So because of his demeanor, I just went ahead and called the police and I looked away. But as I looked away, he punched me in my face. And I pretty much punched him back and he fell to the ground. He tried to stand up again and I punched him again. And that's when I was able to hold him down to calm down the situation. And once I saw that he was somewhat calm, I let him go. He ran towards his house. I ran towards my truck and I pulled off. However, I left my phone. So I flagged down the police officer as I was leaving his home. I was able to get in contact with the police and we pretty much went back to the customer house to retrieve my phone. And after that occurred, he pretty much act like he didn't know what happened. So the officer pretty much gave me what he said, and the officer said it seems like he's on some type of drugs or something's wrong with him. So just don't come back over here, and we solved the issue from there. I did not file any report and the police pretty much let me go with no problem. Yeah, it's definitely a crazy situation. First time ever witnessing anything of that magnitude when it comes to detailing or any type of business ever in my life. So after I spoke with a couple people, and including another business owner that isn't in the car detailing space, but they've been a business owner for about 30 years. They basically said that whenever you have customers that show any type of aggression or any type of feedback about not being happy, it's best just to not go back out there and deal with it. So let me know, in this situation, did I do something wrong? Let me know in the comment section. So if you would like to hear more detailing and business owner stories, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And also remember, keep your family, your faith, and your fitness first.